In today's video, we are going to have some of the Los Angeles Clippers 5-out basketball plays. Now, a lot of these plays you can run with your team as well if you're a coach of a youth or a high school level basketball team. These should work extremely well with your team. Let's get down and let's break down these 5-out basketball plays. Really quickly, if you want to have the complete guide to the 5-out basketball offense, go down in the description below and there should be a link to my complete guide to the 5-out offense. Okay, so there's a few different spots on the court that we should know about. So for one, there is the corner. That's right there. There's also the wing, and that's the wing down here, and the corner is also on this side as well, and this is the point. We're going to have two players set a staggered screen for the player who is in this corner. The ball handler should be right here if you have more of a set-up offense, or the ball handler could be along this wing as well with another player down in that corner. Now, with this double staggered or the staggered screen, what we're going to have is, in this case, Kawhi Leonard coming off of the staggered screen, and he's going to be heading towards the point. At this time, we're going to have the last screening player. He is going to be cutting or rolling towards the basket. And then Kawhi Leonard has multiple different options. So he could pass to that player who is rolling towards the basket, which could get us an easy layup. Now, if that's covered, if they are starting to collapse in on that as we see here, then the other alternative is a three-point shooter who is now popping off of the first screen that was set for that wing, and now he should be open for that three-point shot. Now, you can also have the player at the point take the shot as well. Now, what could happen is after this player who is rolling towards the basket, if he's covered, if this wing is covered, you could always just have this player who pops back out towards that corner, and you're now in still your 5-out offense, and you can run another 5-out play. So again, this is a great way of really showing you what the 5-out offense looks like before you set your play. So you've got the corner players, you've got your wings, and then you've got your point. From here, the player at the point is going to pass to the wing, and now what we're going to have is a staggered screen away, while at the exact same time, we're going to be having a dribble handoff with the player who has the ball and the player along this corner. After that double screen away or the staggered screen away and that dribble handoff, that player who is using that staggered screen is going to be popping up towards the point, and he could take that shot. Now, if he doesn't have the shot, these players will then recover back out to those locations here, and we are still in our 5-out offense so that we could essentially run another 5-out play. Now here what we're going to start with is the ball along the wing. He's going to then pass to the point, and from there what we're going to set is a down screen for Kawhi Leonard. Now Kawhi Leonard could use that screen and he could curl and attack the rim. He could take a 3-point shot. There's a couple of different options here. Now, if you're wondering what type of offense this first play really is, all it really is a pass and screen away. It's very simple, but we really want to teach our players how to read and react to defenders. Now, this is a great breakdown, especially if you're a player, because if you're a player, you really want to be paying attention to what your defenders are doing. So what we see Anthony Davis doing here is he's cutting off Kawhi Leonard trying to go over top of that screen by Beverly, and now Kawhi Leonard reads that and now fakes like if he's going to go that way, but instead cuts back door, which allows us to have multiple options because now we can pass into the post and he can go and score on his opponent, or what could have happened if Anthony Davis was not able to keep up was an easy dunk or a layup, or if he was able to keep up, then what we could have is something that we don't see and I haven't seen so far with the Clippers, is the fact that Kawhi Leonard could just set a back screen on this side, Beverly can clear out, and then we would have a backdoor cut essentially the same or similar play as what we just seen, just the opposite side, essentially, because we would have a backdoor cut. Now, in this location, or at least in this play, we can have that same pass over towards the middle, or the player at the point could just start with the ball anyways. Now, this is the initial setup or the initial play that we would normally see. So this would be that screen away. This is the exact same play as what we just seen, except we're going to be seeing it in a different light. So instead, he is actually going to be using that screen. Here, he's using that screen. He's popping out towards that wing. Once the wing gets that ball, the wing on this side is setting a screen down for the player on the opposite side. From there, we can have Kawhi Leonard attack his man, or what this could set up is that down screen on the opposite side could be a cut down the middle, and you could have a nice easy pass. We don't see that because Kawhi Leonard wants to take his man one-on-one because he has a little bit of a mismatch because of his height. Now this one's different once again. So what we're going to have is the wing player passing over towards the point. Now, we're going to have the player at the point at this point in time. He's going to set a dribble handoff towards the other side. Meanwhile, the wing player is going to be setting a screen down, essentially a staggered screen for the player in the corner. And that's what we're going to see now. This is going to end up with a pin down screen on this side because you never want to have your players doing absolutely nothing on the court. So once this pass has been commenced, he's going to set a screen away for the other player. Now at this time, we're going to see the staggered / dribble handoff happen. Now, Kawhi Leonard could attack the rim. He could kick that ball out for a three if this guy was open, if it was a better screen. Or he could pass over to the big man who's rolling towards the basket, or he could kick the ball out for a three-point shot. There are so many different options with this specific play. What we do end up seeing is Kawhi Leonard attacking the rim and losing the ball, but he did get fouled. But there's so many different options off of this play that I would suggest you could even run this with a middle school team as well and be able to score and run this literally back to back for maybe 3 or 4 times, having 3 or 4 different options that you could go to. I hope that this video has helped you become a better basketball team and maybe even a better player. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time. Make sure to go check out my complete guide to the 5-out offense down in the description below.